Hi there, welcome to this trip review of American First Class from New York to Miami. Let's begin. It's an early-ish start, so I grabbed one last photo from the middle of the road down East 38th Street, looking towards the East River as the sun comes up. For the first time on a journey from the city to JFK, I finally saw the spaceships, which was very nice to see. It is of course part of the World's Fair, but if you've seen Men in Black, you know what I mean. We got to JFK in plenty of time, and this was my first visit to the American Airlines terminal. It's very open, lots of space, though we did get a little lost looking for the check-in zone. The normal one is currently closed, being prepared for the arrival of BA in Liberia later in the year. Got checked in and saw an argument as a customer was late and demanding to be let through security. Their flight was going in 10 minutes, and we headed through the quietest security point I've ever seen in JFK. Just after you go through security, have a look up on the left hand side and you'll see this. It's all the American Airlines logos from the 1930s up to today. Which one's your favourite? Let me know in the comments below. There's also this right in front of you. It's a piece by Charles Fazino called From New York to the World, and it's stunning. One thing I love about this terminal is the views. Just in the background, not the closest 777 but the one after it, that's the one we'll be flying a little bit later on. Here's the Qatar Airways Boeing 777-300 just arriving from Doha as the QR703. She's about 25 minutes late and would leave about 25 minutes late a few hours later. You certainly do get some amazing views from the Admiral's Lounge in the American Airlines terminal. I'm doing a full video on some of the views I got from here, so watch out for that later. This is one of American Airlines A319s. She's just operated a flight in from Charlotte as the AA2577 and is spending the night in before operating back the next day. Time to head into the American Airlines flagship First Lounge. Okay America, what's with the toilets? Why are there big gaps at the bottom of the door and the top of the door? Just doesn't make sense to us Brits. The American Airlines flagship First Lounge is very nice. There is certainly some of the best lounge views I think I've ever seen of any airport really. Lots of space, lots of different types of seating, depending on what you're after. It's all centered around the champagne/wine bar in the middle, and at the far end is the food area. I would have liked some more specific snacky type stuff and not food stuff, but other than that, I really enjoyed my visit here. Time to head to the gate. We're about an hour late, but it's not that much of a deal. Our aircraft today, N752 Alpha November, was delivered to American Airlines in May 2001 and has 3 cabins: Business, or first while it's operating domestically, Premium Economy and Economy. The Business, or first cabin, has 36 seats, which are the Zodiac or Concept D seat, which is installed on 19 of the 777-200 fleet at the moment. It's configured in a 1-2-1 layout with alternating forward-backward facing seats, with a 15.4-inch IFE screen that flips out, and the seat is fully lie flat. Here's my seat for the flight, 5L on the right hand side of the aircraft. First impressions are, it's old, but it's okay.
So thanks for choosing American. We're happy to be your airline. Now, if you'll just follow along with me, we'll be on our way. Welcome aboard. Takeoff. We'll be back with more information. And if we need anything, don't hesitate to ask. As always, we're here to make your flight great. Because great is what we're going for.
Scheduled departure time was 11 o'clock local, and we ended up pushing back at 12:14. One of my favourite airlines, JetBlue, always happy to see them. This is their Blue Skies Airbus A320-200. This is Delta 859 heading off to Atlanta. For the full takeoff video, including live ATC and live ATC of the Delta flight that just took off, click the link in the top right hand corner or in the description. After taking off from JFK, we turned out over the Atlantic and headed down the eastern seaboard of the United States, over Maryland, then Virginia, over North Carolina, before heading out over the Atlantic again and flying into Miami and taking a sharp left into Miami International. Flight time was just under 3 hours at a maximum cruising altitude of 40,000 feet. Now to sit back, relax, enjoy the views and the American hospitality. If I can recline the seat a little bit, that is. They only handed out cheap headphones, which I'm not a fan of, so this was on the IFE screen and I watched Hidden Figures on the MacBook for most of the flight. One thing I learnt on my last flight with American, they make a mean G&T. After the drink service, dinner or lunch was served. Turkey mustard sandwich, salad, some hummus and dips, some sourdough biscuits and a lovely chocolate brownie bar. And of course the olive oil and vinegar dressing for the salad. Wasn't that bad actually. This is what all trip reviewers do, isn't it? Video in the toilet? kept clean during the flight, and the wood paneling actually surprised me. I don't know what I was really expecting, but it did surprise me. Yeah, here's the toilet. On international flights, this is where American would have snacks and drinks for the customers travelling in the business class cabin. It's a stunning arrival into Miami International. I've done a full 13-minute arrival video, which includes the footage you're seeing now and the full landing as well. It all includes live ATC, and I'll link it in the top right hand corner for you. Just about see it in a couple of seconds, just between the engine and the window, but we're just flying over Haulover Park in Miami. I've done a video of the boats going in and out of Haulover, and I'll link it up in the top right hand corner for you. Why do I recognise this livery? While on this trip, the news broke that Frontier and Spirit were going to merge. It's going to be interesting to see what happens with all of that. So, while we're on the MIA mover over to the rental car centre, how was the flight? The seat was okay, it's a little old, but it was comfortable, and it would have been nice to try the new seat out, but that's okay. It would have been nice to have some proper business class headsets rather than the cheap earphones that were handed out, but I guess that's just personal preference. The cabin crew, who were all based out of the Philadelphia base, were fantastic and really nice to talk to. Food was good. It was actually more than we expected, having only expected really a bag of nuts or some cookies or something. The delay was a tad annoying, but it wasn't that bad in the end, and I did enjoy my third trip on American, and this is my first flight on their long-haul product. The lounges were great, with some of the best views from a lounge I've seen. There could have been some more snacks like pretzels or nuts or something, but the food that was out looked good, and there was a good selection to drink. Thank you very much for watching, and until next time, take care.